We begin tonight with new developments in the search for 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, which is now entering its third week. Investigators say DNA recovered from a glove found near Nancy Guthrie's home is a possible match for the type believed to have been worn by a masked person captured on surveillance video. Authorities are awaiting final test results on that glove, but they are also focusing on a Walmart backpack worn by that suspect in the video. This comes as sources say the Today host and her siblings are frustrated with the pace of the investigation. We have team coverage tonight. ABC's chief investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky leads us off from Tucson.
Tonight, 2 weeks after Nancy Guthrie's abduction, investigators are focusing on two distinctive characteristics of the suspect seen lurking on her doorstep. They're using sales records to trace the purchase of the Walmart backpack the suspect is seen wearing, and they're trying to match DNA from a glove retrieved near her home. Investigators said they found a total of 16 gloves during roadside searches. Law enforcement sources tell ABC News they lifted DNA of an unknown male from one glove found about 2 miles from the house. That glove appears similar to the kind worn by the suspect as he tampered with Nancy's doorbell camera.
We have, yeah, we've gotten DNA back, and that's why I say, well, they already have the genetic markers of those that we think had access to the home, rightfully so, the family, the landscapers, the pool guy.
The FBI can compare the male profile to DNA found on Nancy Guthrie's property and run it through a national DNA database.
CODIS is our database, and that's the one that all the states contribute to. And if you're arrested, your DNA is in the database. However, there are other methods, and that one of them can be forensic genetic genealogy. Unfortunately, that takes a while to be able to use that.
Tonight, sources also tell ABC News investigators are leaning away from members of the Guthrie family as suspects. And tonight, 2 weeks after her mother was taken, Savannah Guthrie with this Instagram post directly addressing her mother's captor.
It's been 2 weeks since our mom was taken, and I just wanted to come on and say that we still have hope.
They're also leaning away from 2 men detained after traffic stops, one last week in Rio Rico, Arizona, and another on Friday night about 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's home. That person's house was searched and gray Range Rover was towed. Both men were released within hours. With little new information, Savannah Guthrie and her siblings are enduring an agonizing, frustrating wait. But she posted on Instagram, "Our lovely mom. We will never give up on her."
Does the family have hope?
Of course.
So do I. So do I. And it's not just me. There's 400 cops that have hope on this. There's an entire community that have hope on this. Every case, we just don't quit. We continue it. I'm like you. I wish this was done in a day. This is real life. It's not TV.
The FBI could have something back on the glove DNA within 24 hours, Lindsay. Investigators are also working to build out a more substantial profile of the suspect. They've already estimated his height, 5'9" or 5'10" of average build. Now they're going to try and measure his weight, maybe his shoe size, to give the public something more to go on. Lindsay?
Starting to make a bit of progress there, Aaron. Thank you. And let's get right to Robert Boyce, the former chief of detectives for the NYPD. Robert, how crucial is it to have this DNA?
Lindsay, it's a good lead. Let's put it that way, because we'll see where it goes at this point. But it is just a lead right now. But it's unusual. It's a glove by the side of the road, and they were able to get a profile of it. Now they have to do 3 things. They're going to compare it to the profile found in the house. And they're going to then take it and put it in a CODIS and do a CODIS search on it and see if that person's in the CODIS system. And lastly, at some point, they may want to do a genealogical search. And then see where that takes a long time, though. So that's 3 things they're going to do. And hopefully develop it a little more. Remember, Mexico has its own database and its borders with Pima County. So it's important to take that into their database as well. So those are the things that are going to go. And we should find out soon about the first 2. You know, with the comparison within the home and, of course, the hit in CODIS.
Robert, thank you.